tell people what the Nantucket Project is about.
Okay.
Because you're the gal doing it.
Yeah, I know.
You're putting it together.
So the Nantucket Projects, we're in our third year, and this year, if you haven't heard, Mikhail Gorbachev is coming, which is, an amazing addition. So 3-day program. In addition, this year we have a finance forum, which is on Thursday, and that's going to be happening at the Nantucket Yacht Club. And we have all sorts of speakers. Michael Pollan is coming on and talking about his new book and the food revolution. Let's see, Greg.
Now, how do you decide on what the project for the year will be? Is there a theme to the project?
Yes.
Okay.
The theme this year is Seek the Truth. Ow. Sorry.
Oh, shoot. They'll give you another one. Okay, spilled the coffee. We won't cry over spilled coffee. Not yet.
The theme this year is Seek the Truth, Endure the Consequences. So, Greg LeMond is going to be speaking about his being clean and crossing the finish line in France, at the Tour de France, being the only clean person. But when he spoke the truth about Lance Armstrong, he had to suffer a lot of consequences. So that's kind of the overarching theme.
I remember that.
I remember
that was
too.
Heavy for a lot of people.
So we're really excited about him coming.
Okay. So what were the other themes in the past?
Well, our first year was Rethink. And oh my God, don't ask me these hard questions.
Okay.
My mind is so full of this year, I don't even remember. I remember the first year because Bill McDonough opened it up. And then last year,
and what are the dates for this? Anyway.
It's the Finance Forum is September 26th.
Okay, that's a good time.
Yes, it's a great time. The island is at its peak, right?
Yes.
And the 27th through the 29th at the White Elephant is the regular forum for the Nantucket Project.
Can locals still go to that, or is it?
Yeah, we have a fellows program, and the application is due by August 15th. So we have a lot of mix of fellows, which is 10% of our audience.
Okay.
And that's free.
And how do you track these guests and people, and how? Is this a trend that we are going to start to see in other places? These kinds of, because isn't there something in Aspen that's similar to this?
Well, certainly the Aspen Institute, they have the Ideas Forum. We're a little different in that there's no breakout sessions. It's really about connectedness, so everybody has the same experience. I've been lucky enough to be at the Aspen Ideas Festival, and you go to different sessions, and then maybe you meet for lunch. And talk about what you've seen. But when you've had a shared experience, the conversation is very different.
And so, are these people on stage, and then, or is there interaction?
Totally. There's no green room. So they're on the stage. They're in our audience. They are part of the audience as well as being a presenter.
Interesting.
And they eat meals and everything. So
and the people that are attracted to it, are they mostly business? I get the sense that is a big business connection to it. Is that true?
Well, no, it's not necessarily true. Certainly we've had Julie Taymor was there with us our first year.
Who's that?
She's a Broadway producer.
Okay.
Lion King, Spider-Man was a big part of her story. So no, you'd be surprised. I think that's why we really did move out the Finance Forum. It's a very creative kind of group. Yes, there's some business, there's innovation, there's art, there's music. It's a mixed bag.
And when people go to these, what do they tell you that they gain from it? Because it's not cheap to go.
No,
let's face it.
No, it's an expensive, but it's just a limited amount of chairs that we have.
Right.
So, certainly from our fellows' perspective, they've made connections that have helped grow ideas that changed our island.
Okay.
Someone like Darcy Creech was one of our fellows.
Okay.
And she made a connection with one of our board members, Michael Crook, who was the CEO of Patagonia, who's now teaching at Pepperdine. And they did a business study of how she could grow the things that were important to her. So that energy and connectedness takes place, and people support one another that have been at the project. But it's really distilling the ideas too. It's not just about hearing them, it's taking them and putting them into action. And we're working with McKinsey to track some of these new ideas, some of these business leaders, some of our fellows, to find out how they go from the project and how they change the world. That's the goal. It's pretty big, right?
Of course it is. And it's a great spot for it.
It's great.
A great time of the year.
It's a great time of the year.
Is Tom still involved, Tom Scott?
Tom and I are the co-founders. So yes, we're working together every day.
And does it take up a lot of time to plan for the? Do you know already what you're going to do next year?
We have spent, as soon as the project ends from the year before, that's all we work on.
Okay.
So
you're not really thinking about next year until this is over.
No, please.
Yeah.
I've got too much to do.
Of course.
You know, the devil's in the details.
So do you think you could arrange Mikhail Gorbachev to go for a ride with me in my Chevy? I would love to take him for a ride.
You never know.
You
Gino.
never know, Moy.
We could ask him.
You
we
never
could
know.
ask him.
I'd love to.
Yeah.
If you know, well, we'll see.
We'll see.
He'd be the most important person I've ever had in there. I once asked John Kerry when he was running for president to do it. I think to this day, if he had gone for a ride with me in my van, he probably would have won.
We would be calling
They
him
would have
Mr.
used
President
it. Everyone
today.
said, "Oh, this guy, yeah, I can relate to him."
Yeah.
But listen, thanks so much. Good luck with it.
Thank you, Gino.
And
and I'll see if I can get you Gorbachev.
Thanks.
Okay.